Hello and welcome to ALB's Table Talk with Brooke. Let's talk music. So today I have a really big treat for you. We have an artist all the way from Estonia. She is a UK R&B singer and she is making waves in the music scene. She has done festivals such as Jazzcar and she has also rubbed shoulders with Mum and the Rebels. Joining with me in the hot seat today is the lovely Miss Gertrude.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. Well, thank you for taking time out to just be on here with us today. We really appreciate it. So for all those that don't actually know you, can you go ahead and introduce yourself? What do you do? Yeah.
So first of all, I am a singer, just a singer, because that's what I love doing the most in my life. I moved here to London from Estonia 2 years ago now to fulfill my dreams, because growing up, I've always known that this is what I want to do. And I knew that London is the best place to really do it, because the music scene here is huge and the opportunities are endless. So I was like, I'm gonna bite a big bite here and just do it.
Go for the plunge and actually do it. So you are a R&B, is what I know you as, an R&B singer-songwriter. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah? Right, so Gertrude is actually a UK, she's actually come over from Estonia to follow your dreams of becoming a professional singer-songwriter, and also to make it official by getting a bachelor's degree in singing and vocals.
Yes.
How has that been for you? Yeah.
Oh, it's been really great. It's been actually surprisingly great, especially with everything that's been going on with the virus. I've had tons of new experiences, new people, new connections, and I mean, I wouldn't change it with anything, because now I'm just like, I can't wait for everything to open up so I can be there on the stages and just let everyone know what I do best.
Absolutely. Do you know what? It's funny that you touched on that, because obviously, as we know, you know, we've been in lockdown and artists especially have suffered. So singers, anybody that's in a creative industry, you know, there's been the national call from the government to stay at home. So you can't tour around, you can't do the gigs, you can't do the performances, you can't go abroad. You literally have to stay at home. So what has it been like for you navigating the whole online space, IG Live, and just continue to do what you do, but online? How have you found that, figuring that out? Yeah.
At first it was quite difficult, because when someone tells you you can't go out and you can't do your job, then your first thought is like, do I have to start thinking of doing something else? Yeah. But for me, it was always, no, I'm gonna find a way. And it's actually been...
Did you find that you were more on using Instagram a lot more? And, you know, because a lot of artists, they did versus battles as well. So you had SWV versus Escape, and we saw all the big artists, a lot of American artists doing versus battles, and we had a lot of free concerts on Instagram Live. Were you one of those just using that platform to your benefit?
Exactly. I started basically as the idea came to my head. I was like, okay, I still need to be seen and heard. So I think that it's been a huge learning curve, just really honing in all the social media, making it look nice, because as an artist, you actually really, social media is so important. So this year has kind of been teaching me how to perfect that part as well. So now when that is done, I can now focus on the live things and have my social media and everything going as it is now as well.
Brilliant. So did you find that your following actually shot up during lockdown, because nobody had anything to do? We were told to stay at home, and you know, online was quite popular. It was, you know, a lot of people were entertained by artists. Did you find that once you were on Instagram, your following, did it shoot up during lockdown?
It definitely did. And a lot more, I've got a lot more comments and just people interacting more, and it's I'm 100% sure that it has to do with people staying on their phones more or in their computers, because there's nothing else to do. You're either watching Netflix or just like maybe once in the park.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely helped.
Oh,
so I guess there's something good in there.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
So you are a R&B singer. You know, I came across you and it was your smooth vocals. It's very much something we needed right now, to be honest with you. It's very soulful, it's very smooth, it's very, I love it, you know. So I wanted to ask you, when did you know, when was the earliest time that you knew singing was the only thing that you wanted to do?
Wow. Well, I mean, growing up always was in choirs or whatever the school made you do, you know, in plays and stuff. But it was always kind of like a part of my life. I didn't think too much of it. And I think now, like 6
But
years
what
ago,
age did you, as early as 6?
No.
Oh,
it
okay.
came to me quite late. I think I was like 18 at the time,
right, okay.
being like, wow, okay, I actually sound good, and like I can't see myself doing anything else. And the feedback that I've already gotten from people has been this great, like, why should I even think about doing anything else? It was very, very weird. It kind of just clicked in one point, and I was like, oh, I don't have to be scared about doing this, because definitely.
So where were you when you were singing? Were you at school, at home, in the shower? Did someone overhear you? What happened?
It was actually me finishing high school and then starting to think, oh, what can I study? And I was like, it definitely can't be music. No. It has to be I don't know, something.
It's just something, you know, I know.
A real job.
Yeah, a real job, yeah,
Exactly.
a banker, lawyer, you know, something to get the parents off your back.
Exactly. And then I did it for a year and I was like, no. And then it was just very weird. It just kind of was always in the back of my head. And then it just one day randomly, I was like, okay, now's the time to take control of my life and actually do what I want to do. And then it's been great.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so actually I know you as an R&B artist, and you do a lot of covers. So you've covered some of my favorites, actually. You've covered Jasmine Sullivan, you've covered Jill Scott, you've covered a lot of different artists. So I want to actually go ahead and look at one of your covers, if that's okay. So we're going to actually go ahead and look at one of your covers, and then we are going to come back and talk a little bit about it.
Tell me how we supposed to still be talking every day when everything between us just completely changed. Tell me how am I supposed to go ahead and just erase every feeling, every memory we shared? Cause I was dying for this love. Yeah, I was dying for your love. So tell me, baby, do you want me like I want you? Even if you did, you wouldn't say I know you. Some nights I even think about if I should call you, cause I thought you were the one. Cause I was dying for this love. Yeah, I was dying for your love. So tell me, baby, do you want me like I want you? Even if you did, you wouldn't say I know ya. Nights I even think about if I should call ya, cause I thought you were the one. So tell me how could you tell me that you love me by mistake? Intoxicated by your texting you ashamed. That's so wild. So how can I believe or trust in anything that you say, when you so easily regret it the next day? See, that ain't right. Cause I was dying for this love. Yeah, I was dying for your love. So tell me, baby, do you want me like I want? you wouldn't say I know you. The nights I even think about if I should call you. 'Cause I thought you were the one. 'Cause I was dying for this love, and I was dying for your love, your love. Tell me, baby, do you want me like I want you? Even if you did, you wouldn't say I know you. Tonight I even think about if I should call you. 'Cause I thought you were the one. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazing. So that was actually Gertrude, and she was doing one of my favourite covers. Actually, Gertrude, can you go ahead and tell us a little bit more about that song? So what song was that actually that you just covered? Yeah.
So this is Dying for Your Love by Snow Allegra. I love her music, so I was like, oh, would love to cover this and do a little vocal arrangement to it as well to make it more me, because I love arranging harmonies and doing all of that. So it's like, okay, this is what I'll do. And yeah, I really love the outcome.
Oh, honestly, it's just smooth, it's soulful. I love that. For me, this is something I would chill to. So I would chill to on a Friday weekend and or a Sunday morning with a cup of tea and just literally relax to it. So what sort of songs do you go for when you want to cover songs? Are you looking for certain songs that will bring out the best in your vocal ability, or how do you go about choosing them?
It really depends. Most of the times it's like what's ringing in my ears. I'm like, wow, I really love this song, would just love to do it. Sometimes it's okay, I need to take on a challenge and do something really, really challenging vocally just to show my ability, because like, again, on social media, anyone can hear you. So if they need a session singer somewhere who can, I don't know, sing high notes, then they have it there. But yeah, it really depends on the mood, I guess.
Yeah. Also, Gertrude is actually a singer-songwriter, so you do sit down and write your own lyrics as well, don't you? So I want to know really is what is the most exciting part of coming up with lyrics, and where do you take your inspiration from? So you have actually a track coming up soon, we'll talk about that later, but where do you get your inspiration from?
It really is just from day-to-day life, and a lot from my friends and family members, their lives as well, and just kind of mix it up. But yeah, I think it's really exciting, and it can be very frustrating when you have like a writer's block. Then you're like, I really want to write a song.
Well, this is so interesting. So is this at the times where drama in your life really helps? Relationship breaks up, the argument with the partner, the boyfriend. Does that help you literally get all your material onto paper?
Exactly. It sounds sad, and but it actually is the way it works, and it can bring back, you're like, I would like to write about this experience in my life, and then you have to go to that sad place, for example. Then it can be, for a second, it can be very draining, but then you get your feelings out there, and you're like, wow, okay, I feel rested. So it works two ways. So eventually, in the end, it's always just feel like I've been cleansed.
Brilliant. Right, actually, so we want to actually know, what influences Gertrude, the singer that we hear now? What genres and influence create your sound and who you are today?
Well, my main influence comes from gospel, R&B, soul, funk. That's what I love the most. But because I'm from Estonia, and Estonia has a huge choir community, so a lot of classical choir music, which is very weird, but that has mixed with everything else has made the sound that I have now, all my vocal tone and everything. So it's like a special little bit weird mix. Yeah, exactly.
So basically in the future we could expect anything from R&B to fuses and elements of gospel.
Exactly.
And classical as well. So we shouldn't be surprised if we hear that from you as
well. That's where all the harmonies come from, and just it's lovely for your ears.
Oh, amazing. Also, actually, you're independent artist, and a lot of artists actually choosing to go that way now. So tell me a little bit more about that. Is it worth the benefits of going it alone and being a grassroots independent artist?
Well, it definitely is very difficult.
Right.
Because you have to do everything yourself, look for people, look for contacts. But at the same time, you're in control of everything.
Sure.
There's no one who can tell you, like, you need to do this, you can't do this.
Right.
I think the most concerning part can be someone telling you what not to
Of
do,
course.
in the sense of like, oh.
In terms of creative freedom, right?
Exactly.
It's not the
Everything else-
benefits, so you get to, you know, how you want it to be, because it gives your platform the freedom to be creative without
Exactly.
people turning it into something you don't plan for.
Because I don't want to be, you know, like just Gertrude doing music that she doesn't like.
Of course.
You know, I want to do what comes from inside me, what I have created. So in that sense, it's very nice being independent, but I wouldn't mind having someone helping along the way. You know, it's always a two-way
absolutely.
street, because when you
Absolutely.
are signed to someone or like working with an agency or whomever, they do such a big part of the work, maybe the admin part of it or the managing part. That's all I have to do by myself, but at the same time, again, it's the control that I have right now.
Amazing. So, well, then in that case, obviously, we know that you're doing a bachelor's. You're getting a degree in music, in music and vocals. So, does that help? Because I do know that you learn how to market yourself as an independent artist. Does that, having that element and that side of it, help you when it comes to managing yourself as an independent artist?
Definitely, because now every time I go to the classes, I learn so much more about the industry itself. What are the dangers? What are the like don't do's in the industry? So I'm just not going in there like, hey, I'm a singer, I'm doing my music.
Sure.
I am actually well educated and prepared on it, like to see anything that come by my way, how to deal with it. Because I guess without the knowledge that I have now, I think I would be in a lot more...
Just, a little bit lost.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm just hoping for the best.
I'm hoping for the best. I'm not screwed over or given a really crappy deal.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we were going to see a lot more of you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
You are working on a project, actually. So what can we expect from you next?
Well, hopefully we can see an EP coming out in September.
Amazing.
So it will be a mix of R&B, a little bit of disco, funk, just everything to make your head nod and your heart feel something. So
amazing.
Exciting.
So you're going to give us some music to like play a blast at the family parties and everything.
Exactly. Anywhere.
Amazing. Right. So I want you to answer two last questions. Number one, what box set are you watching at the moment? What's your favourite TV program, or what are you binging on Netflix?
This might sound very boring, but I'm that kind of girl who goes back to what I've watched before. So right now I'm watching Friends for the millionth time.
Brilliant. So she's watching Friends at the moment. Yes. And for the last one, you can only choose one collab with an artist. Who is it going to be?
Oh my. Okay, quickly. I think it would have to be Jasmine Sullivan.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I don't even know how I would do it, but I would really like to do it.
You do it. You suck it up and you do it.
Exactly, I would just be there. Yes.
Yeah, amazing. All right, so brilliant. So we have now got an absolutely great treat for you guys. So the lovely Gertrude from Estonia will be performing live That was the wonderful sounds of Gertrude covering Jill Scott's Is This the Way? Gertrude, thank you so much for stopping by today. It's been absolutely lovely to have you. We do know actually that Gertrude is going to release a new song this autumn around September. Is that right?
Exactly.
Amazing. So that's all for this week. Thank you for stopping by at ALB's Brunch for Brooke TV. We will see you again next week. Thank you so much, Gertrude, for stopping by. Do have a lovely week. Just to let you know, if you want to follow Gertrude, she is on IG. You can follow her at Gertrude, and then her surname, which is Asarot, which is AASAROHT, and you can follow me at I am.brooky, as in BROOKY. Thank you so much and have a great week.